this video. Apparently, I can't even undelete. They're all on my YouTube channel. You can find them if you look. But this one here, oh, now apparently, what the hell is this? 000. Oh, it must be the one I'm doing right now. I delete them from my screen grab so I can share them with y'all. Look, this man, I totally got a lot of respect for this man, okay? Jericho Green. His video actually came up after mine did. It actually came up after I reviewed, sorry about the screen orientation. Hopefully, well, I guess it ain't gonna come back. Well, maybe it will. Okay. This was the video that came up. What the devil is going on here? Huh. Not even kidding anymore. Look at this insanity. Just to make a video. Okay? Alright, this man's video came up after I rewatched one of my videos. I haven't seen one of this man's videos in quite some time because I don't get any notifications from ScrewTube. I literally have to go and look, but it actually came up behind the video that I just reviewed. So pay attention.
Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, and tonight it's just me and the kids. I'm excited. The wife's staying the night over at a friend's house, so you know what that means. Dad is in charge. Homemade pizza, and we're probably going to watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh man, homemade pizza
again.
sounds good.
You know how kids are when they get a hold of a movie that they like. Over and over. But it's all right. We're going to hang out, just us. So it'll be homemade pizza, good movies from the 80s, and wrestling. I'm excited.
Right on.
Also, I'm excited because this is another sign of hope. This is a sign that the woke tidal wave that is trying to crest over our country could be kept at bay. What am I talking about? Well, I talked about the other day, I think it was yesterday, Stefan Tuitt.
Love you, Jericho.
Tuitt.
Peace, my brother.
He's a defensive player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he said, I'm not kneeling for no national anthem. My grandma came here, made a life for herself, brought our family members over here.
My mom, dad, and grandparents escaped the real Nazi Germany. I am a first-generation American, proud American. And, you know, what I see happening here is reminiscent to what happened back then. But people don't want to pay attention to history at all.
Because of the opportunity that America provides. I ain't doing it. And he said, I don't give a crap who has a problem with it. He came out, I think it was either this morning or yesterday, saying that, again, he's not going to kneel. He says he is a proud American, and he's not going to spit in the face of what America provides.
Right
the lifestyle, more importantly, the opportunity. That is what makes America great. That is what draws people here by the millions, is the opportunity. There's no guarantee you're going to make it. The only guarantee is you'll have a chance to make it.
That's right. You want to be lazy and not do anything, you're not going to make it. And boo-hoo on you. But if you actually get your ass in gear, wake up every morning at 4:30 or 5, and do like this man does, you know, you can actually have a good life here in America.
And if you have what it takes, you will. So now an NBA player is following suit. His name is John Isaac, and he plays for the Orlando Magic.
And I'm going to look for him on Twitter and support him 100%.
And there's photos of him standing during the national anthem. Isn't that weird? They're trying to make that abnormal. They're trying to make not standing the norm. They're trying to make it so this man looks like some kind of weirdo because he's not kneeling. Not only did he not kneel during the national anthem, he didn't wear that stupid ass Black Lives Matter t-shirt that should be lining the bottom of a fucking bird cage.
Oh, crap.
That's all it's good for. Either lining the bottom of a bird cage or using it to wipe somebody's ass. That's the only thing that a Black Lives Matter t-shirt is good for. Excrement removal. That's it. And he said the reason he didn't wear that dumbass t-shirt and the reason he didn't kneel during the national anthem is because he believes that we're all God's children.
That's
we're
right.
all flawed. It's
Every
not
one of
black
us.
lives or white lives or brown. Everybody. We're all the same. And he's not going to take a side and say any different. So I haven't heard of any backlash for him, but you know there will be. But just to see that in the last couple days, two professional athletes have both said, I'm not having it. Now, here's the real test. We'll see when those two athletes are white next time. Then we'll see what everybody really thinks. Because the two that stood up and said something or refused to go along with this bullshit, they were both black. So they couldn't drop the racist card on them. But we'll see if a couple white athletes want to do the same. And they should be able to. Why should those athletes be in fear of coming out and saying what they believe? You know that's what it is. They don't want to deal with the bullshit. They don't have to explain themselves and apologize and give their credentials for why they're not a fucking racist. You know, yesterday at work, somebody came up to me and said, why are all middle-aged white men assholes? And I looked at him and I said, that's quite a blanketed statement, don't you think? Don't you think that's a little racist? Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't say all of them, but some of them. Well, shit, some of anybody can be an asshole. The point is, why is it okay to be openly racist against white people? And the fact that you came up to me thinking that I would agree with you solely because I'm not white is also racist. When did it become okay again to be racist? We went through that. Remember? That's what these fools are always talking and crying about. The bad old days. I thought we were done being openly racist against people. I don't like that shit. It's not right, it's not fair, and it's fucking mean. Stop that shit. If somebody is an asshole, it's most likely because they're an asshole. Your skin color does not dictate your personality or your intelligence or your abilities. I mean, just think. If they went up to somebody else
Love
and
you,
said,
Jericho,
why are all middle-aged
man.
black men
Truly.
assholes? Boom, that's the end of your career. It's over. Do not pass go. Do
Man,
not collect
you are
$200.
so real.
Clean out your shit and leave. Period. But they felt it was okay to openly say some racist shit as long as it's against the evil white people. That's not right. You can't do that shit. Somebody has to be the adult in the room and say, all right, we're not going to go tit for tat. That shit's over. Let's move on. Now, also with the NBA, Steve Kerr, the head coach for the Golden State Warriors, another woke piece of shit, just like Greg Popovich, soaked in liberal guilt. He came out and was talking shit about people. Oh, his quote was, "Here we go again with all the negative rhetoric, against people who don't want to stand for the national anthem. The reason we don't stand for the national anthem is because we want America to address its history of racism and bigotry and blah, blah, shut the fuck up." The same old bullshit they always say. But Kerr got some backlash because apparently in these NBA-sponsored camps in China, they have some abuse issues. Kids being yelled at, called names. There's a former coach that says he saw one of the other coaches throw a basketball in a kid's face from only a few feet away and then kick the kid in his stomach.
Wow.
What? Parents, what would you do if you got a phone call saying a coach just kicked your kid in the stomach?
I'd shoot him in the face.
There would be a fucking problem. Me and that coach would be tussling and rolling around. I guarantee it. But where is their outrage? They're so quick to paint shit on the floor.
Oh,
They're so
man.
quick to put a t-shirt on. And LeBron James' bitch ass. You see that picture of him down on one knee
Yeah, I
with his
smoked
Black
too
Lives
much.
Matter t-shirt and his fist in the fucking air. Last time I checked, this wasn't 1968 and this wasn't Mexico City. Put your fucking hand down. Are you kidding me? What kind of repression are you millionaires dealing with? What police brutality are you millionaires dealing with? Quick to, we're being hunted. Are you serious? We can't even go jogging because we're being hunted. Shut your fucking mouth. Every cop you meet will probably let you play with his gun and kiss his wife in the mouth. You're a damn superstar athlete. You're doing all right. Most people in America are doing all right. You make the right choices and work hard enough, you're guaranteed to do all right.
Right?
But they don't have anything to say about that. Where's all that outrage about that? Where are their tweets about that? You damn right they're going to say nothing. Because Daddy China says, shut your damn mouth. Mr. LeBron James, shut your fucking mouth. That's what they told him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, China government, sir. You won't have no problems at old LeBron James. You sat there quiet as a fucking church mouse. But let that have been some white coach that threw his basketball in the face of a black kid and kicked him in his stomach. What do you think LeBron and the rest of those dumbass jocks in the NBA would be saying then? They'd be wearing a t-shirt, oh, not in my stomach. Some bullshit like that. They'd have those printed up by the next day. But because Daddy China does that shit, and Daddy China holds the purse strings, you better hold your tongue. As long as I'm holding the purse strings, you hold your fucking tongue. And don't you dare speak ill of China. Fucking bunch of punks. That's why you know they're not serious. Just like the police brutality bullshit. That's not the real issue. That's not a real issue for anybody. Does it happen? Yeah. Do people get struck by lightning? Yeah. Are you afraid to go outside? No. Because the chances of you getting struck by lightning are slim to none. Same with police brutality. Chances are if you behave yourself and show respect, everybody's going home. But as soon as you start running your mouth and reaching for their sidearm, somebody's going to get shot. Bunch of damn hypocrites. You'll talk all this shit about America because we have the freedoms that allow you to. That's why. But you won't dare open your disgusting mouth against Daddy China. There's no fucking way. Bunch of punk ass. Man, please. Why wouldn't they say something? Why aren't you guys outraged? How come your tweets aren't flying? Anyway, we'll end this on another good note. Speaking of the wonderful and gracious China, President Trump said, you can take that TikTok and shove it up your ass. TikTok is getting banned. What is TikTok? some app. I don't know if it's like Snapchat or some shit. I'm way out of touch with that new tech stuff. But apparently, you can make little dance videos, or pretty much that's all I know it to be. You can make dance videos. They have a song playing, and you can, lip sing with the songs and do the moves and shit, and then upload it on the internet. That's all it is. But the problem with it is your information. Your data and your information is getting pipelined to the fucking Chinese government. That's what we don't want. Why do we get anything from China? Nothing else should come from China. Not even soy sauce. Make that shit elsewhere. How many times do we need to get burned and kicked in the nuts by China? How many times does that need to happen before we say, you know what? We need to stop fucking with China. They steal our military secrets. They've poisoned us.
I haven't even heard
That's
this
why
whole
you're all
video.
sitting there with a bunch of masks in your glove box. That's why all your kids are going to be virtually taught this year. That's why we got to stay 6 feet away from each other and have our businesses open and close, and we're reopening phase 2, close again, reopen. That's why we're dealing with all this dumb shit. Because of China. They are our number one enemy. They are our number one foreign threat. Period. Forget Iran and all these other little dictators trying to puff out their little chests and act like they can do something to America. America will slap you down with one testicle. You couldn't handle it. China is the problem. And we shouldn't let another fucking thing come into this country from China.
Yeah.
And
Amen,
really,
brother.
unless you've been quarantined and we've gone through your background with a fine-tooth comb, that includes Chinese people.
Yep.
We need to start making some changes with China. A moratorium on immigration from China, I'm not against it. And it's not...
Hey, that's a fact. When I moved into my apartment several years ago, everybody had their little red Chinese communist thing on the door. When I started videotaping it and taking pictures of it and exposing everything for who they were, they all came down. Not by request of the management. They just came down because word got around that I was on to them. So, they're living free on your dollar, on your tax dollar.
Not so much the Chinese people, it's the Chinese government. But what is the Chinese government able to make these people do? Will they send everyday people here to do shit to us? Yeah. If we were to choke off things from China, then they would use their people to get to us. Until we stop allowing them here. So I'm not against that. I'm not against an immigration moratorium against China until further notice. Period. We can't trust you. If I came over to your house every day and every time I left, something was missing, how many more times am I going to be invited into your house? How many more times will that happen before you become the enabler and I'm no longer a thief? Is someone a thief if you sit your belongings out in front of them knowing they're going to steal it? Once you give them permission, they're not a thief anymore. So really, if we keep allowing this to happen, then I guess China's no longer an enemy because we're basically begging for it. Please, China, come on. Give us more infected products. Eat and fuck more bats and get the world sick. Please, come on. Fuck China. They are our enemy. We need to get all of our products made here or elsewhere with another country that we can trust. Like any relationship, once the trust is broken, that's it. It can never be repaired. It can never be recreated or rebuilt. Once it's gone, it's gone. And so is TikTok. Just the other day, my daughter was like, Daddy, how come I can't be on TikTok? You know how long it took me to stop laughing? Girl, you ain't gonna be on no TikTok. Corrupt ass communist Chinese government getting all your pictures and data? I don't think so. But don't worry, that's no longer a problem. TikTok is about to go bye-bye. And so am I. Let me get home with my beautiful wife and family. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please, subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man up. Out.
God bless you, my friend.